Should I be worried about how my husband talks about his female nemesis? I have this itch in my brain that I need to scratch. I, 32F, am married to my husband, 33M, for 5 years now. Recently, about a year ago, my husband's office hired a new employee. Let's call her Jess, 25F. My husband would often complain about how stupid she is. Here are some list of complaints. She always tries to act smart even though she is a kid. She always laughs at silly little things which he finds annoying. He sometimes criticized her carefree nature. He once told me she was dressed like a clown. She just wore red lipstick. It feels like every time he comes from the office, it is always him complaining about her or what she did. And usually it is just some normal crap. He told me Jess teases him by calling him an old man. He really hates that. It feels like this girl Jess is always in his mind. The other day we went shopping. I really liked a red shoe and asked my husband how I looked. He said it will look gorgeous on me. Then out of nowhere he said, "Thank God you do not have stinky feet like Jess. She always wears shoes that look weird on her." And then proceed to say how much he hates her and that she is his nemesis. This was clearly out of nowhere. The thing that confirmed my suspicion is that he follows Jess, his nemesis, on Instagram. We were sitting on our couch. I was watching a movie and he was scrolling through Instagram. He was on Jess's page, literally binge watching her content. I mean, if he hates her and hates everything she does, then why is he stalking her? I did bring it up and he said that I am being ridiculous and that I should know that he hates Jess. So thinking that there is something going on is making me look insecure. I do not know what to believe. My instincts tell me something else. But logically, if he hates someone that much, he wouldn't ring them up in every conversation. Where do I go next? Relevant comments. One Redditor wrote, "Your husband's behavior towards Jess seems to be a classic case of hate following on social media, which can be a sign of underlying attraction or obsession, and it's understandable that you're feeling insecure and concerned about it. It might be worth having an open and honest conversation with him about your feelings and seeking couples therapy to address any underlying issues." Opie replies, "I feel like there is something he is hiding from me. Ever since Jess came, he was more secretive. He always puts his phone down." Another Redditor advised, "Opie really should read up on the sunk cost fallacy. Seems like torture for both of them in their current state. Hopefully couples therapy helps them either move forward or break up." Opie replies, "I feel like he is just wasting his time. My husband emotionally cheated, but I still feel betrayed. I will never trust him. The relationship will never be the same." Update. Well, I have answers now. They were having an emotional affair. I came to know of it when I checked my husband's phone. Don't give me all that crap about privacy. I pressed him hard on it and he admitted he has a thing for her. He had taken day off from work so that they can go hiking or just hang out. He swears he didn't sleep with her or kissed her. I am not sure about that. Their chats look more like banter. I asked him does he like her. He was hesitant, but eventually admitted having a crush on her. I asked why. Why does he have a crush on her when she is not someone who he likes? His logic, "She makes me feel alive. She makes me do crazy things, and she has an energy that makes me feel special." I am hopeless. For months I have asked him to take a break and we will go to Italy like we always wanted. He made nothing but excuses. I wanted to tell him he is chasing a fantasy. He likes the version of her she presented herself as. But who am I to convince a lovesick man who would cheat on his wife of 5 years just because she is not energetic? I left my house. I am staying with a friend. I haven't decided on divorce yet. I am scared to start over at 32. I want to become a mother, but that means I would waste my good years searching for another man. I cannot believe he is falling for the obvious manic pixie dream girl thing. If he really wanted energy and do crazy things, why couldn't he just say that? I would love to go hiking. I would love to skip work and just be outside with him all day. Yet he chooses a girl he claims he hates, but not really. He has been calling and texting me nonstop. He wants to work this out. He even offered to quit and change his job, but that's not going to solve anything, will it? Relevant comments. One Redditor wrote, "If the house is in both of your names, move back home and ask him to leave. He cheated, and he should be the one to move out. Speak to several divorce attorneys in your area and pick one. Start the divorce process." Has your husband tried to contact you? Has he cut his affair partner off? Opie replies, I don't know. I haven't talked to him in 2 days since I moved here. And the house belonged to his grandma. But I don't want the house. We have spent some good memories there and those are all tainted. His defense is still that I shouldn't feel too bad because he never had a physical affair. Some commentator asks about the support and steps for reconciliation. To which Opie wrote, Thanks, but I think I will take the divorce route. I do not think I will be able to reconcile. He still refuses to tell me the truth. I hardly think there wasn't anything physical between them. I just called a lawyer and set up an appointment. Update 2. I do not know how to start this update. For those of you who don't know, yes, I am taking the divorce route. I do not think I can reconcile with him after what he confessed to. The day after I made my last post, my husband asked to talk to me. He said he is ready to be truthful because he doesn't want this to ruin our marriage. He is willing to try therapy and counseling. He said he does have a crush on her and oftentimes did fantasize about Jess. But they're just fantasies. Nothing more. He confessed that though there hasn't been any physical touch or contact, he did have a moment of weakness and they jerked off in front of each other. He swears he didn't touch her. They just jerked off in front of each other in his car. It was Jess's idea. She knew about his crush, but she has morals, so they found a weird loophole. I wish I was joking because this sounds unreal to me. He is still insisting that was the only eggs valuable thing they did. Nothing more. He has been begging me to come back home. He goes from begging to blaming me, and when I said I want a divorce, he was cursing me. I have served him. I have yet to hear from him or his lawyer. I know some people will say I am making a huge mistake and that I am throwing this out easily, but I do not think I will be able to trust him again. If there is no trust in a relationship, then what is there? I am surprised my parents were on my side. My mom told me I shouldn't have to beg someone to love me or respect me. Him lying to me was a huge disrespect. That a relationship cannot survive if there is no respect. Also, I think I offended a lot of people from my last post because they thought I was saying women over 30 are old. I do not think that. But I grew up in a culture where women over 30 are considered leftover. Though my parents and family members do not think that, there are people around me who do, and it has been ingrained. I have tried hard to unlearn it, but there are some remnants. I do not know what the future holds for me. I am too depressed and angry to think that. Yes, I am in therapy. I have been in and out of therapy since 25. Relevant comments. OP on getting divorce papers drawn quickly. In my country, you do not need 2 weeks to draw divorce papers. I already had a lawyer. I spoke about things with him. It takes less than 2 days to draw divorce papers. New updates. Is keeping the marriage alive only the responsibility of one person? 2 weeks later. My husband cheated on me with his coworker. I am divorcing him. Yet the blame is on me. It is my fault that he cheated because he was bored of our marriage. Somehow it is my responsibility to keep my marriage. My parents are supportive, but majority of my relatives and friends are not. To them, his cheating was not cheating because there was no jinga-linga, technically. Especially when my brother is berating me for leaving my marriage. He thinks I am giving up on my marriage way too easily and that I should grow up and fix it rather than breaking it. But I have my doubts. Why is it my burden to fix it? I didn't break it. I was a loyal wife to him. I never strayed? Isn't marriage supposed to be about mutual input? I see a lot of women and men cave into this narrative that they are breaking up the family by divorcing their cheating spouses. I am just frustrated about this push that I am getting from my own brother. Why should I forgive him? Am I not allowed to be bitter? Am I not allowed to be angry? Update. Work wife or wife? 1 month later. I will not bore you guys with details. You can check my profile for it. My husband and I are getting a divorce. He has not stopped convincing me to stay. But the shamelessness of his activities is sending me to the moon. We are legally still married. From what I have heard, he is dating his work wife, aka the girl he pretended to hate. He was never someone who posts a lot on Instagram or Facebook, but he has been flooding his feed with her pictures. I know he is doing this to piss me off. And I am an idiot to stalk his new girlfriend. She has pictures of him all over his feed. In every caption, he is a work husband. Yes, I get that she is immature. I know I shouldn't care, but I do. I wish I was strong enough to not give a duck. But I do. I struggle with being confident and doing the gray rock technique. But it is hard. Regardless of what he did, or how much he humiliated me, I still loved him. I still had dreams about us and about our future. I am afraid to start from zero and pick up the pieces of my broken trust while he is having wild jinga-linga with his work wife. I keep telling myself, it is not real. He is just falling for the manic pixie dream girl. But it hurts to know he will choose her rather than me. Well, I made that choice. It was my choice to divorce him. It was my choice to move out. I wanted to be a mother and have a husband that loves me. But I am starting from zero and running out of time. If I was desperate, I would have forgave him, but I cannot. My heart doesn't allow me to. Why is your work wife more important than your wife? Why did I have to compete for your attention when she was getting it for free? I do not want to be jealous, but I am. I wish I could reconcile, but knowing me and what I have learned, it is not meant for me. I hate living a contradictory life where I do not care about him, but I still care enough that it hurts he easily replaced me. Relevant comment. One Redditor asked OP if she has children with her husband. OP replies, I do not have children. I was planning to until my husband ducked up everything. Guilt of moving on with life. 1 week later. I am separated from my husband because he had an emotional affair. I think the affair was physical too, but he still doesn't want to admit it. But I do not want to be in his drama anymore. The evidence of his emotional affair was enough. It's been 2 months since we are separated. He has already started dating his AP. Right now, I am dealing with depression and anxiety. I have started therapy as well. But deep down I feel so down. Like during the holidays. We used to spend together locked inside. I never thought I would spend it alone now. But I think I ducked up. I am currently with my parents. They always host these big Christmas dinners. I met a guy who is the son of my father's friend. He is divorced and has a kid. He and I hooked up. I guess I was just lonely. I am never someone who has random hookups. But I feel this immense guilt in me. Like I am the one who is cheating on my husband. I do not feel well. Not because the jinga-lingo is bad, but because I am still a married woman. I still feel attached to my soon-to-be ex even though he has already moved on with his manic pixie dream girl. Did any of you who started dating after separation felt guilty about being with other people? My soon-to-be ex and his affair partner are now in an open relationship, 2.5 weeks later. 2 days ago, my soon-to-be ex called me and I was puzzled. What does he want now? In few months, our divorce will be finalized. He has moved on with his AP. He called to ask me how I am. It was small chit-chat. He then asked if we can hang out now. It was 9 p.m. at night. I obviously declined. The next day I got to know from a friend that his AP posted on social media about being in an open relationship. Her post basically appreciating my ex and how he was understanding of her not being monogamous. She identifies as poly. And they're in an open relationship. This whole thing made me feel weird. Like, who the duck did I marry? What the duck is he doing? He used to be monogamous like me. Now for her he is willing to be in an open relationship? I know I shouldn't concern myself with their life. But it is just weird. You cheated on me, put me through hell, you are dating your AP, and now you guys are in non-monogamous relationship? I don't think I knew him well. I am seriously questioning my skills on judging people. Has he always been like this? Relevant comment. One Redditor asked, has he tried to contact you again? OP replies, not recently. But for the first few months he used to spam me with texts. Now our conversations are about the divorce. Final update, should I be worried about how my husband talks about his female nemesis? 2 months later. Hi everyone, it's been a long time. I was busy so I couldn't post much. The good news is I am officially divorced. As many of you suggested, I didn't get a house in the divorce like many of you suggested. Honestly, I didn't even want it. I am living with my parents now for a while. I know it sucks because I am in my 30s and have to start from zero. There were times I wanted to stop the divorce and reconcile. But the disrespect towards me and my marriage is something I cannot get past. I know many people PM'd me to reconsider it. But sorry to disappoint you. As for my ex, he is dating his nemesis. He still insists nothing more happened. They didn't have jinga-linga. The biggest plot twist for me was when I came to know that he and his mistress are in an open relationship. It was funny to me. But now I don't have to hear from them. I am not dating anyone now. Maybe take a break from dating. Thank you all for supporting me. Reddit has been a great distraction for me during these tough times. So this is the end of this video. By the way, I was 100% expecting the cheating part before we even got the update. Anyways, if you guys have any thoughts or suggestions, write it down below in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It's free for you guys and it really helps us to keep delivering you guys the videos continuously. You guys can also support us by checking out the links in the video description or the channels about the section. In the meantime, you can watch these videos. Good luck and goodbye.